And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not, as at other times, to seek for enchantments, but he set his face towards the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents according to their tribes. And the spirit of Jah came upon him. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said, he has said, which heard the words of Jah, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. How goodly are your tents, O Jacob, in your tabernacles, O Israel. As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, as the tree of line aloes, which the Lord has planted, and as cedar trees besides the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. Rastafari. Greetings, giving thanks. Ross Reports, headline of the time, giving thanks on Thanksgiving. Today, in the name of His Emperor Majesty Kedamawi Haile Selassie, I hail Jah, Rastafari. And we got a few things to cover today. You know, they got some information on MPI this week about What's Crap, the company that Facebook bought for $23 billion with everybody else's money. Of course, this was right around the time that Mark Zuckerberg bailed out of Facebook and left everybody hanging. What is the object of What's Crap? Well, What's Crap is basically the newest scheme to build up the trust, to create the buy-in for the American public into the idea that privacy is no longer a social norm, as Mark Zuckerberg has said in 2010. And this, according to Glenn Greenwald, is the same man that just bought out the 5 lots around his lot in order to protect his privacy for him and his wife. Bought out the 5 residences around his house so that he can have more privacy. So this whole thing about What's Crap, you know, being having the necessary protections in place and the encryptions to be able to disguise people's communications is a lie. Do not believe this, children. They say that the CEO of What's Crap, or the founders of What's Crap rather, you know, hated snitches and he hates snoops. This is what they say, quote unquote. You can trust this guy. Yet this is the same guy that sold his company to Facebook, which is notoriously known as the FBI, CIA front to extract people's information and basically to use it as game and to eliminate the idea of privacy. Because remember, Babylon always agreed. Remember, Babylon was the one that was the dreamer. He was the one that wanted to sneak in everybody's houses and see what everybody was doing after dark. He wanted to be the imaginary invisible man. Yeah, that's what Babylon wanted to exist as. Because that's the only way Babylon could see Jah, because Jah exists within a spiritual form. And because Babylon couldn't understand that, Babylon had to create its own perception of what Jah was, and to play the counterfeit, to try to infiltrate and take over Jah's position, which will never be done, of course. Facebook violations about what Facebook wants to know. Relationships just Facebook and users, not government. So what they're saying is that, you know, we can trust them, the government's out of the picture, it's just Facebook now. There's plenty of people who don't buy into this, okay? Why should anybody trust private companies over the government? The government is appointed, is supposed to be appointed for our sake, for our protection, by our hard work and by our guidance as the people of the country. The elect is supposed to serve the body of the majority of the people. Of course, we know crony capitalism, aka oligarchy, and better known internationally as the oligopoly. We know that this is not true, but still we strive to make this a reality. But yet they want to deter the course in an entirely different direction, so that we totally lose control, and it's done so under the law. Don't break the law now.